Hey third graders, Miss Scarlato here. Sorry I couldn't be there with you today. I'm at a music teachers conference, so I'm doing lots of music teacher things with all the other KIS music teachers. But I'm going to give you some directions for what you're going to do in music today. 3 activities that you're going to do. One is you are going to review the book that we read last time on the same day in March, which we're going to call On the Very Same Day for our concert. So you're going to read that book and kind of refresh yourself with the themes and what our concert's going to be about, all these different types of weather that you're talking about in Collab. And then we're going to do a little bit of rhythm brainstorming. Last time we did some word brainstorming where you thought about all of the words that were in your theme from this book, the page that was your theme. And today we're going to start working on making some T-ta-ti rhythms to go with it so that those can eventually go into the piece that we're going to create for the concert. So, first thing you're going to do, your teacher is going to hand out to you bags of tas, titis, tus, rests, and T-ta-tis. You are going to get a partner, somebody that you know you can work responsibly with. Once you find your partner, sit in the large movement area with them, spread out so you're away from other partners, and wait for your materials to be passed out, and help your teacher as well passing out all the things. I'm going to flip the camera around so I can show you what you're going to be doing with these rhythms now. Alright, so here are the rhythms that you'll be given. All your tas, titis, tus, T-ta-tis, and rests. And your job for today is to create 4 patterns using these rhythms that you really like the sound of them. Now, I know sometimes when we do this in class, we like to get kind of goofy and we make, a pattern that has all 4 rests in it. That's fine for practicing in class, but if we had to sing that pattern at a concert as part of our song, and it only had 4 rests in it, well, we wouldn't really be singing. We would just be sitting there and the audience would be waiting, and nobody would really enjoy that. So this needs to be 4 patterns that you seriously think sound very nice. Each of these patterns should have 4 beats. And if you're not sure how many beats a pattern has, have one person speak the pattern and the other person keep the steady beat on their laps while they do the pattern. And that way you can check to see how many beats it has. We're going to do a quick review too. TT. So if you keep the steady beat, I'm going to keep the steady beat on the desk here. TT. TT. There's only one steady beat for a TT, so that is a 1-beat note. Even though it has 2 sounds, TT, TT only gets 1 steady beat, so you can remember that's 1. Rest, how many beats is that? It doesn't make any sound, but it still gets 1 beat. 2, the easiest rhythm of them all. 2 gets 2 beats. Ta, ta, 1 beat. And T-ta-ti. Let's speak it together and keep the beats while we say T-ta-ti. Here we go. T-ta-ti. So that was 2 beats. You can also use math to help you out. So if I have, I'm just going to grab a random pattern here. If I have this for my pattern, let's do the math. T-ta-ti is how many beats? Ta is how many beats? T-t. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. You can also check your work by tapping the pattern, like I said earlier, like this. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ti-ti. Count how many taps I do with my hand. Here we go. Ti-ta, ti-ta, ti-ti. So then if you were counting, you counted 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a 4-beat pattern. So all of your patterns for this activity should be 4-beat patterns. So this could be one that I use. You can also use some different rhythms. You could use rhythms that you know, maybe from other songs we've done in class, like for example, ti-ta, ti-tu. Think about a song that has ti-ta, ti-tu in it that you might know. So once you've come up with 4 different patterns, you can spell them out in kind of a row like this. And make sure at least 2 of your patterns have T-ta-tis in them. So there's 2 patterns of mine for now. Once you have 4, your teacher is going to pass out to you a blank sheet of paper. On this paper, you need to write your name and your partner's name, and then you need to write your patterns down so that we can save those. And I will take everybody's patterns, I will put them together in one document so that next time when you come to music, we will look at all the patterns everybody has created, and we're going to take those and we're going to put them into a class song that you will use. After you are done with your patterns, you've created all 4 of them, everybody in the class is done, you've written your 4 patterns down on a piece of paper, and your teacher has collected those as well as all of your materials. Remember that when you put things away in these bags, this is not an acceptable way to put the bag back in the box. You need to flatten it out, make it nice and neat. Put all of your rhythms cards in that bag, and then zip it up nicely and put it in all of the rhythm boxes. Okay, so once your materials are all put away, then you can have a seat on your blue circle numbers. We are going to learn a few of the songs that we'll be singing at our concert. These are weather-themed songs that Miss Kayer recorded herself singing. And so we're going to play that movie, and then you'll get to hear some of those songs and learn some of those songs that we will also be singing at the concert. Then, at the end of class, if we have extra time, we're going to read this story on the same day in March, which you read last time, but this will be just kind of a review so that you kind of remember what our concert's going to be about and what the story is about. So I look forward to hearing a great report from your sub today, and look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.